Hi, I'm Father Thomas, and welcome to MonkWerks. I had about 56 hours to kill waiting for my white oak to fume in the ammonia, and so I decided that I should do a quick project for the shop and to kind of help make it a safer environment to be in, and so I built an air cleaner. Being a bit of the absent-minded monk, I forgot to film the construction of this because I was focused on trying to get it finished. But let me kind of show you, kind of after the fact, some of the things I did in order to construct it.
The whole build revolves around the squirrel fan. Now, the one I was able to pick up is roughly 19 inches tall, about 12 inches wide, and about 18 or so inches deep. Based on those measurements, the closest filter size that I could get to it was a 20-inch by 20-inch filter. And so that then set all of the parameters for the remainder of the dimensions. Now, most of the way the air cleaner will be supported by the side panels. And because of the strain put on them, I cut a 3/4 inch wide by 3/8 inch deep dado located 3/4 inches from the top and bottom edges. The extra meat provides more support to hold it all together. Now, I did not leave it completely to the dados to reinforce the joint, so there are 2-inch drywall screws attached about every 3 inches along that joint. To complete the joinery, there are 3/4 inch wide rabbets cut on all the ends of the top, bottom, and side pieces. The back end of the air filter consists of a solid piece of plywood 20 3/4 inch by 20 3/4 inch. However, the airflow intake is constructed from 2-inch wide pieces of plywood that are then joined with half laps. Setting the motor in place, I then roughed out the dimensions for where the outflow would go. A drill and a jigsaw then made quick work of cutting the hole out. I then repeated the process for the gang box. Attaching the motor required cutting some more strips of plywood and overlapping the tabs on the motor. Several 1 1/4 inch drywall screws held it in place. Finally, I cut a thin strip of plywood and glued it underneath the motor in order to provide a little bit more support. I snaked one end of a 12-gauge extension cord through a small hole I cut in the top panel. Then spliced the wires, attaching the white neutral wire from the extension cord to the corresponding wire on the motor, and capped it. The remaining wires from the cord and the motor were then snaked through the gang box. The power feed from the extension cord was connected to the appropriate post on the switch, as well as the ground wire. Each switch received one wire from the fan for the various speeds. In addition to the fan speeds, I wanted to be able to turn on and off the air cleaner when I was not in the shop. A simple solution was an electric timer. I'm able, because of it, to have it automatically turn on for 2 hours each evening, as well as manually turn it on and off when I need it.
I just used these simple T-hinges for the compartment because it just happened to be the only thing that I had on hand at the time. The filters fit within these 1-inch grooves between the face front and then a 1-inch strip of plywood followed by another groove and another strip of plywood. I went ahead on this second one, I chamfered the edge to kind of help it a little bit when it comes to opening and closing. Well, I hope you enjoyed the quick overview of the shop-built air cleaner that I put together over the course of a couple of days. We'll be getting right back to the shoe shine box now that it's finished fuming. I also want to take this opportunity to say thank you to all my subscribers. I started posting videos on the 1st of November, and I'd been hoping that by the end of the year I would have at least 100 subscribers, but on December 8th is when I hit the 100 subscribers mark, and it didn't just stop there. It had to quickly jump up to 102, and now I'm at about 112, 115 at the time of shooting this particular video. And so I'd really like to say thank you for all those who have subscribed in this first 6 weeks of MonkWerks. And so if you've enjoyed this video, I ask that you like it, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, I'd also invite you to do that as well. Thank you again for watching. Thank you for all the subscribers, and may God bless you.